Hello, I'm Rida Fakhri in Washington, and these are the main stories here on Al Jazeera. The United Nations says too many innocent Afghans are dying as the fight against the Taliban is stepped up. The UN report says that in the first 6 months of this year, the number of civilians killed jumped by 24% compared to last year. The UN blames the Taliban and other fighters, as well as coalition forces, for the deaths, although it says it recognizes international forces are trying to avoid civilian casualties. At least 29 people have been killed in a series of coordinated explosions in the Iraqi capital. All of the blasts occurred outside Shia mosques as worshippers were finishing Friday prayers. The deadliest attack happened in the Al-Shab district of Baghdad, frequented by followers of cleric Muqtada al-Sadr. Security forces in Nigeria say the leader of the Islamist group Boko Haram has been shot dead. Despite official promises, Al Jazeera has yet to be shown any proof. Some reports say Muhammad Yusuf was killed after being captured by the police. It follows 5 days of violent clashes in the country's north, in which hundreds of people were killed. Boko Haram has been fighting for a wider adoption of Islamic law across Nigeria. The Philippines has declared 10 days of mourning following the death of former President Corazon Aquino. She died on Friday at the age of 76 after a long battle with colon cancer. After her populist husband was assassinated, Aquino was thrust into the political limelight. In 1986, her People Power movement toppled former dictator Ferdinand Marcos. Aquino survived 7 coup attempts before stepping down at the end of her term in 1992. U.S. President Barack Obama says he's guardedly optimistic about the direction of the U.S. economy. His comments follow the release of better-than-expected GDP figures. The U.S. economy shrank 1% last quarter. That's much less than the 1.6% many analysts had predicted. A British court has rejected a man's bid to avoid extradition to the U.S. to face trial for hacking into military computers. Lawyers for Gary McKinnon, who suffers from a form of autism, say he had no malicious intent when he broke into 97 computers in search for evidence of UFOs. And those are the top stories here on Al Jazeera. Don't forget, there's always much more on our website. The address there is aljazeera.net/English.